We have our strategy. It's it's a little iffy, but we're gonna have to do some stuff to get to this, right? So those that may not have been here last week, that's fine. We don't take attendance or anything like that. But we are going for round 2 versus the Elite Four, and this time they're back with a vengeance. Not as bad as they could be, but I will say this: when we get to the wonderful Garchomp that we fought, it's not going to be the same little baby Garchomp we had. It's not going to be level 66. It's going to be like level 70 something, like 78. And that's going to be a little bit on the tough side. So we have to get these guys in fighting shape, and that's going to be a little hard. The reason why it's going to be a little hard is because these guys transferred. Again, just to remind you guys, they've been to Kalos, I don't say it. They're the champion in the original Hall of Fame. They're the Sinnoh champion already because they went through the actual original Diamond, actually Platinum, I think is what they went through. They also have beaten Red in Heart Gold. These guys have went to Home Elite Four, took them entirely out, and they got to be the Alola champion. These guys have done a little bit of everything. They have not beaten this team of the Elite Four. And unfortunately, due to the new system that Game Freak is putting forward, they're not going to be able to get every single Elite Four because not every single Pokemon is welcome in every single game anymore. Which, you know, that's okay. Unlike that, Rust is always welcome here with us. So, in order for us to do that, though, we're going to have to make sure they're in tip-top fighting shape because they were in that other world. They came here. Now that they're here, well, some of their moves were just not going to be allowed. They got stopped by customs and they said, hold up. That's not your move. You're not allowed to have it. And so a couple of these moves are fine. Like Milotic, not a single move is going to stay the same if we can. Absol, all right. Sucker Punch, amazing. We're also going to probably keep Swords Dance, but Psycho Cut in close combat are 2 moves that Absol should be able to learn in this generation, I believe. So we're gonna teach Absol that. Our poor Manectric. I haven't even had a moment to really doctor Manectric because Manectric's amazing. All right, Manectric's fast. That's basically Manectric's claim to fame in this game. Well, that and it doesn't help. Or hurt, right? That the special attack's 195, which is pretty good. The problem is, though, is that Manectric's move pool, it's all electric and normal stuff. We do have some support abilities, and there are some of the Fang abilities, but those are actually physical. The one thing we might be able to pick up, right, in the world of TMs in this version of the game, is we might be able to go grab Volt Switch. I don't remember how we get Volt Switch. Oh, it's underground, so we should be able to find Volt Switch, and we could technically get Overheat as well as kind of like a Hail Mary thing. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Overheat in this version of the game, though, is in the Grand Underground as well. So we got a little bit of appeal for that, right? But then we get to Breloom, right? Breloom's got some good stuff, but none of it's really where we want to be. Again, now we come to Slacking. Sucker Punch is great, and that's really all we're going to keep on him. But it's good that he has it because Sucker Punch lets you move first, and look at that, it's a 7100 Dark move. So as long as the opponent's attacking, so there are some Pokemon. We also want to get Giga Impact, and Giga Impact is, well, it's going to be one of the easier things we can go and get because we're going to first go to Veilstone. Last thing I need to go and absolutely do remember though is for our Manectric. and it really feels bad with Absol. Maybe Swagger, but I mean with Miniature, maybe Swagger, but nah, not really. So, all right. Town map. First thing we're doing is going to Veilstone City. Not Orborg. Veilstone. There we go. And thankfully, we went through the Elite Four a few times, right? We failed the Elite Four a few times, but we also beat them once, and we beat a couple of them a couple times. So that's not Veilstone. That's not the giant department store we're looking for, though. At least. Here it is. No, I thought it was. That's the Pokemon Center. Help! I'm Lost Turtle Club. I've only played this game for a few hours. I don't know all the cities like I do all the other Pokemon games. Alright. We've been everywhere else. It's gotta be here, right? There we go. Awesome. Okay. Excuse me, I need help. I'm here to buy. I'm not here to buy any of your stuff, though. I'm not here to buy any of your stuff either. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, are you the information desk? No. Okay. Well, there's our Corgi. I'm about to say, where did our Corgi go? Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Huh. We obtained a counter app. Alright. Interesting. Alright. These are vitamins. We're not here to buy vitamins. We're not here to buy special new stuff either. Alright. Now, what about you? Do you have anything over here you sell? Alright. We're gonna go all the way up. There we go. Alright. Oh, low sweep. Well now. Okay. Ooh, U-turn's not bad, right? So, rest is something that I thought about for slacking, but we're using items. And we can't use them during the truant turn anyways. So we're going to wind up using it and we're slacking. So the way it works is you rest, and that's the first turn that you're sleeping, the next turn you're sleeping, and then the third turn you're awake. With slacking, truant, the way it should work is you sleep, the next turn you're truant, which also counts as your sleep turn, and the next turn you're awake. So you can kind of be cheesy with it, and we're really not going to do that though. Work up, Swords Dance. Okay, so Swords Dance. We're going to buy 2. Because maybe, well, did we already have any in our bag? Okay, we didn't. Alright. Double Team Flash. Okay, so none of that else. Alright, no Fire Blast, no Thunder, no Blizzard, Focus Blast, no Flamethrower, maybe. Not really though. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, Absol, or Manatrix should already have. But just in case. Ice Beam. For our loadout, we're just going to make sure that we have Ice Beam on our Melodic. Psychic, nobody needs to learn. Dazzling Gleam. That's an 8100. We're going to pick one up, just in case. Gyro Ball, Giga Impact, we definitely need to have that for slacking. Now, some people will use Hyper Beam instead of Giga Impact, but the thing is, right, is Hyper Beam, that's an earlier gen, because it's special, and Slacking's a physical attack. So this is basically where we have purchased everything we can from Veilstone, from this counter. I don't think... Yeah, alright. I don't think there's another TM purchase area. These are just furnitures. Yeah, okay. Alright. Elevator going down. He's being such a good boy right now. Let's... Oh. We're gonna bark? Yeah? Okay. Well, I'm glad you found your bark this morning. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Alright. So now we have to go through and start getting other stuff. So, and part of what we're going to do to get to this is there is a considerable number of things that we're going to wind up getting in the underground. So first off, we're going to check Manectric, check the summary. So he has Thunder, right? It's not great for us. Thunder misses half the time. Powering up electric moves, see, it's fine. Pokemon on the ground no longer fall asleep, that's great. But Thunder, not only that, but if we look, he's a special attacker, but Thunder has such horrible accuracy. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace Wild Charge, and we're going to replace Thunder. We're going to place one with Overheat, and we're going to place the other one with Thunderbolt. So let's do that first. See if we have a read. I mean, we might already have it in the bag, right? Alright. Go Giga Impact first. We're going to use that for slacking. So we're going to move Flail. Flail's not a bad move. It's not, you know, but for what we're doing, it's not what we want. Alright. Thunderbolt. And, oh, Breloom can learn Swords Dance. And Breloom needs to learn it. Yep. So Breloom's a physical attacker. And Breloom does really, really good with a lot of stuff, but and Drain Punch is amazing in this game, but I think we really want Mach Punch. So we're going to replace Mind Reader with Swords Dance. Alright. Now let's see here. X-Scissor, absolutely something what we want for Absol. Look at this, guys. It's an 8100 physical attack move. And it's Bug, which is great against a number of things. We're keeping Swords Dance, we're keeping Sucker Punch. We're going to get rid of Perish Song for X-Scissor. And for the Absol, ideally, we still want if we could find maybe like Close Combat, Surf. So surf in this game is special. So what we want, and it's weird, right? But waterfall is probably what we want Swampert to know. So toxic, nobody can learn. Now I want to throw this out there. Why, Game Freak? Why? Milotic was such a great stall Pokemon, and then they had to be just horrible about it. All right, we already know Swords Dance. Okay, we need Thunderbolt, Manectric. We're gonna replace Thunder with Thunderbolt. Alright, so Waterfall is really what we want to have instead of Surf for Swampert. Now, it's also one of the Pokédex hidden moves. Means nothing in this game really though. Alright, yes. Oh, Swampert. So Muddy Water's not bad, but look, we're 275 attack versus 198 attack. Why do we want these special attack moves? We don't. The fact that we got them dumped on us when we moved over here is just being trolled by Game Freak. Alright. Okay. Stone Edge. No. Stealth Rock. No. Sludge Bomb. Breloom can learn Sludge Bomb. And I think we had our Breloom with Sludge Bomb originally. But Breloom is physical in this game. Shadow Claw. Scald. Okay, we have one Scald TM. That's a special. We want to give that to Milotic. So we're going to keep... in this case, we're actually not keeping Surf. We're actually going to replace it with Scald. And the reason for that is because of the burn. The burn possibility, raw power, don't get me wrong, it's a 221 special attack, and we're good with that. But we need the residual in some cases. Especially because we can get actual recover. So Rock Tomb, we're going to teach the Swampert. So keeping Waterfall, we're now learning also Rock Tomb. It's a little bit less, right? But it is a rock type of move, and that's going to be really good against the bug Pokemon that we're going to be fighting. Alright, so Rock Slide. So speaking of rock moves, right? So Rock Tomb's good, but the thing is, right? Rock Slide's good too, but we need to kind of balance some stuff out. Swampert's going to be able to be a little bit faster, but slacking usually isn't going to be. Now, I know what you're saying, but Mag, why just not just go raw overwhelming power with, especially with Swampert, right? I kind of want to, but we sort of need to be able to do some really good stuff. So we're going to learn Rock Slide with Slacking, and occasionally Slacking is going to be good, because we're going to actually also give Slacking possibly the Quick Claw. I haven't decided between that and Leftovers yet. Alright, Roar, Swagger, Sandstorm, Calm Mind, Psychic. Look at that. We don't have a single Psychic person, guys. Remember that? Remember how crazy that was? Alright, Ice Beam. Milotic is going to learn Ice Beam. So we have Scald already, and Milotic is going to have Ice Beam here in this spot. And we still want Recover, and if we can find Dragon Pulse. But I think she actually just learns that level up. Hail, Grass Knot, Focus Punch, which is great, but not for this, right? There's our Dragon Pulse. So we're going to learn Dragon Pulse over Hydro Pump. So we're stacking our deck, right? We're doing this as much as we can. So we just need Recover, and Recover is going to require a hard skill. So Dazzling Gleam would be amazing if we could teach anybody that, but unfortunately not. Charge Beam, no. Bullet Seed. So Bullet Seed is insanely good for what it is, and that's what we're going to give to Breloom. So we have Sword Dance, we got Drain Punch, we have Seed Bomb, which we're replacing with Bullet Seed. Now, an 80-100 move, right, versus a 25-100 move. What's going on with this? Well, Bullet Seed's really, really good. I mean, you just can't beat it. Brine, great move, not one we're going to learn. Avalanche, this one's going to be a little weird, right? But because Swampert is a little bit on the slower side, we're going to teach it. Because it's got really good. So we're going to learn that instead of Screech. And the last thing we really want to teach Swampert is Earthquake, and unfortunately, we just don't have it. And that's all we have right now. So let's take a look at our guys, right? Check summary. For this guy to be complete, we just need Earthquake. And Swampert, buddy, pal, you're amazing. But the truth of the situation is you don't just learn Earthquake. So we're going to have to go and find you one, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's just a hard skill. It looks like Earthquake's just a hard skill. Because it's a standard level up move that he just gets. Really? In Gen 8? Marshtomp? Okay. Does Mudkip just learn Earthquake? No. But Marshtomp does. Interesting. Well, the more you know. Okay. So, for this, we need another hard skill for Recover. For Absol, we just need Psycho Cut. So, where do we get Psycho Cut? Do we learn it naturally? No, we don't. Tell me it is not a TR. Really? It is... It's Swish. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what else can we learn then? What's in the recesses of your mind, buddy? So we have Sucker Punch, which is great. Future Sight, which we still have. It's a special base attack. So we're looking for TMs in BDSP that are physical based that we can learn that's not abysmal. I mean, we did rock Aerial Ace, but I think Shadow Claw might be our best bet. And we have a Shadow Claw TM, right? So let's just go take care of that real quick. Let's just make sure we're sorted by name. No. No. There we go. Alright, future sight's going away. Alright, so that means Absol. Look at that 282 attack. This guy's gonna be doing some damage. And we got the boosted defense, which means he's gonna survive some stuff that we probably shouldn't be surviving. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and swap this one down here because he is done. Alright, so slacking. Slacking, Giga Impact, Sucker Punch, Rock Slide, and Play Rough. Should learn Play Rough, so we need a heart skill for him. We need Overheat. For Breloom, we just need Mach Punch and Spore. Okay. And that's it. Alright, so heart scales. Yo. Heart scales. Alright. Where do we get them? Velstone City. Love discs. 50% chance. Tap the A button. And we need the super rod. Alright. So we tried that before and it went poorly. We do have the super rod though. So where do we find Love Disc? Route 224. Alright. Well, can we get there now? Not by that way. What? No, but does that look like an exit door to me? Because it does, but it's not. It's just really bad shadowing. Okay. All I want to do is go all the way down there. Let me go down there. Okay, how do we get to Route 224 then? Okay. So apparently it's through this cave. All right. So apparently we go east in this cave. So back to our usual stuff. Our favorite item in the whole game. We are out. No. Hey, McAdoo! Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Appreciate it. Oh, we do have some stuff we can sell, looks like. We don't have any... We need repel. We're not going to go through all that without repel. Been a while. Yeah, it has, but it's alright. You know, life is, as they say, what happens while we have other plans. And so we are more than understanding about that. Well, guys, they're just not going to let us go through this without a fight. So, we'll just put Brellum up front. I think Brellum's the smallest, right? Yeah. Oh, wait a second. There we go. Usually sleeping when I stream. Oh, no worries. No worries. I sleep at a lot of random hours myself, so I definitely get it. People have stuff they have, you know, they have their own life. Well, Breloom, we done you bad, buddy. Because I don't think there's anything that you can really do against this guy. But we can absolutely run and not be worried about it. Oh, this guy here, this guy right here. Breloom, you're just gonna punch him. Just right there, right? Yep. Rock climb. Well, that looked like soy bacon, so we had to go around, go back. Ah, I know, 2-3 hours behind you. Yeah, it does. It does. And what's really weird is a lot of the guys I work with, they actually are in Arizona, and so there is an equal time difference with those guys. And it is, look at that guy's bullet seed, just guaranteed to hit at least 2 times. But yeah, it's always weird because we start talking about times and stuff, and everything gets a little bit weird. Okay, so we can't... This cleanse tag is doing nothing for us. Like, either it's not doing anything for us or it's doing a lot for us, and if it's doing a lot for us, my great googly mooglies. Bullet Seed will be really, really bad against him. Like, what's really good about Bullet Seed, and one thing against these Gravelers and Geodudes and Onyxes and Steelixes and all those things that are Ixes and, you know, all those kind of rocky things that could have Sturdy, Bullet Seed breaks Sturdy. First time it hits them it's a one hit, right? Okay, so that's not the way we need to go. All this for some hard skills eventually. And that's one of the reasons why Bullet Seed's such a really good competitive move too, is because it's going to do multi-hits, it's going to break sashes, it's going to break sturdy, it's going to make sure that no matter what happens, if the Pokemon's going to be down, it's going to be down. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to get back up there. Boom, boom, boom. It's a wild ball choke! And we should always be able to get away safely. Yeah, that's where we would have almost went down and decided not to. Alright. So we have to go down here and then go across. Boom, 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 boom. I do like the character model for Breloom in this game. Really? Nintendo, why are you trolling? Why are you trolling, Nintendo? Alright. How do we get over there? We just want to go east. It's so much to ask. Okay. Yes, we want to rock climb down. We want to go this way. We want to figure out how we get there. Wow. We live in Alberta. I think I was an hour behind. I'm back in BC. Yeah, it definitely causes some issues with the time changes and whatnot, right? It's a Kadabra! Breloom, run away, buddy! Or just stand your ground and spit seeds at him. Your pup is loving his rawhide. Oh yes, Rusty loves this rawhide. I don't know if if you've been on stream for us to show it to you yet or not, but this thing, and he has decimated this end of it. And it was the same size as this knob, and he's looking at me like, why are you taking away, Dad? Why are you taking away? But he's been working on that since August. Okay, so we do this. We come around, we break this. And he does really well with rawhide. There are some concerns that, you know, dogs that eat rawhide could have it swell in their stomach, and those are not Um, those are concerns that we understand, Digger at Night. I think I go back. But for the most part, the dog has to be eating it and swallowing like large chunks. And as industrious and as chewable and lovable as he is, he does not, generally speaking, tear off chunks of this thing. It's nibbles, and so he does really good with it. And he also is a chewer. He chews everything, and I do mean everything, including. I wish I were making this up. The carpet. We have. You can see it in the background. You can see a little carpet. Standard, regular old carpet. Nothing spectacular about it at all. Just regular old Jane Plain, boring carpet. And this guy will positively eat it. And we do know that pica is something that dogs do for stress. We do know things like that. It's more of a problem for big dogs. He's very much more of a problem for big dogs. But it is a concern that you want to keep in mind that now when this thing does get small enough to where he can actually eat an entire chunk of it all at once, then we take it away from him. When it's, about 3 times the size of a postage stamp, that's when he really shouldn't be eating on it. Or if it just really, nasty, Alright, okay. Alright, we're gonna take out the steroids too. Boom, right on the button. But yeah, he does eat a lot of stuff. Rawhides will really much. Glad you're aware of that. We weren't at first. We weren't, and we have gotten him a lot of rawhides that were a bit smaller, and he did at one point swallow a chunk of it, and thankfully everything worked out okay. But it was a concern. It was absolutely a concern. But we keep a better eye on him now for that. We also have some better chews for him. He has one thing called a bambone, which is a bamboo bone thing that is, the fibers of the bamboo are digestible. He doesn't actually get chunks of it at a time. He shreds it. Very similar to how he works on the end of this rawhide. Yak cheese. We do have an elk horn. It always has some marrow in it, but he's kind of lost interest in that, which is fine. That's one of those things that he has a couple that he has to be monitored about when he gets to play with them. Okay, so now we can slide down this. Bye, dude. Alright. Good beef. Alright. But yeah, we're learning a lot about corgis that we didn't know. We do have hydrangeas. Not hydrangeas. Rhododendrons. We have rhododendrons. And those are toxic to dogs. So we're having to be really careful about how we do our yard and whatnot. And keep an eye on them there, right? We have acorn trees out front, which produce conkers, and conkers are toxic to dogs. And so we have to make sure when we're walking with him that he doesn't get any of that either. Yeah, because he did eat a small bit of a conker, and it went really, really badly. And everything else that we like to eat in this house, like garlic and onion and lots of other stuff that I just think is amazingly delicious. And you know the typical usual suspects, you know, like chocolate and all that kind of jazz, but most people by now are very well aware that if they're not careful, a dog eats a little chocolate and it's the last thing the dog eats. And one of the things that we personally do when we find that something is toxic to the dog, to help drive that into our head, is we look up what happens to the dog. And I know that's a little horrific to think about because it is. Well, that was 15 flavors of useless. Okay. A max revive is not bad, and I'm sure we'll need to use it against Cynthia round 2. Yeah, this cleanse tag is just not useful at all. Are you even holding it, Brello, buddy? Pal? Let's look at you when we get out of here. Large hoof trim. Raw beef knuckle, okay. Yeah, he's really good with bully. He does good with bully, and there are we try to make sure that we're doing really good stuff like that. No chicken or fish. Yeah, bones? No, not at all. Those are, especially because cooked chicken bones can splinter. Fish bones themselves, just general, can splinter as well. As far as meat goes, though, he does eat chicken meat and he does eat fish meat, but only sparing amounts. Yeah, like for the fish meat, the chicken meat, on the other hand, Digrat makes him makes his dog food for him. Well, this says we can get there from the east, and right now, yeah, okay, just getting all that clarity, right? Oh, a floatzel, neat. But yeah, when she makes the food, it's some vegetables, some brown rice, and some chicken. We are I believe at this point, as far as Victory Road is concerned, I have gotten to the point to where I am now officially over not having a map. View full screen size. Where is... Alright, is there anything here that we really want to have access to also? So, any items, Stone Edge, Toy Store, Dark Pulse, stuff that we don't really care about. Alright, 2 East Victory Road. Okay. Oh. Alright, so we have the map. We go this way. Under this bridge. No, we gotta get there. Wait, what? Okay. Oh. This is what we missed. This is all we missed. This is everything that we were... No. Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, do we have an escape rope? Because we need to be using escape rope at this point. Yeah. Oh. Get us out of here, and get us back, and get us back. Poinsettia is poisonous? Yes. The other thing that's poisonous is holly bushes. And those are growing berries. There's a giant flag saying, "Go here, Mag." Okay. Alright. You there. Give me my stuff. I want the national dex. Because that's when that guy's supposed to move, is if I have the national dex. Alright, okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So, we have to see every single Pokemon one time. Alright, so number 46, number 59, wow. I am beyond angry at this. I want to say, yeah, yes. Well, I do appreciate the like McAdoo. She is sleeping because he did yesterday got a hold of a rhododendron stick. We think she actually wound up having him sleep with him. So we need to go catch the other two of these. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Or, where else can we find a love disc at? Pokemon League. If we have the Super Rod, we can find it. Oh my gosh. BSP Super Rod. We need this, the national dex. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll sleep well. Thanks for hanging out with me, McAdoo. Really appreciate it. And Turtle Club tonight, in less than 12 hours from now, we're actually going to be playing some more Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So let's all right. Wow, I am a little bit beside myself, Turtle Club. So to find, we need Wormadam, and where is Wormadam at? Really? You can't just see it in the wild, you have to evolve it? Okay, so where do we find a Burmy and how does it evolve? Level 20, a female evolves. Oh my gosh. Okay. I 205. All right, we're going to 205. Like, wow. Not only that, but it's a honey tree. Alright. So that is so beyond lame. Wow. Well, so we got two options there. Alright. So next is 59. So maybe we'll get better with Cherim. Where can we find Cherims at? Okay. So where do we get Cherubies at? Okay. So cherubies are also honey trees. Okay, that's fine. That's not fine, but it's fine enough. Okay. 67. That's going to be something in the Drifloon line, and I am all about that life at this point. Alright, drift. D's. Drifloon. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's Binary. Oh. Well, where do you find Binary at? Eternal Forest. Really? And Is this Eterna Forest? This is Flora Meadow. Okay. That's fine. Pokemon's got jokes. All the jokes. That's fine. Except Turtle Club. It wasn't fine. Ever again. And it is time for bed. Okay. So, Turtle Club, we got some research we gotta do for some other stuff. But that's fine. We will get it. We will get it. We will take our frustrations out on this poor little level 9 Pakaritsu. But we will absolutely get it. Well, McAdoo, thank you once again for hanging out with me. And for all the Supreme Lurkers out there, there's quite a few today. Looks like we had a total of 9 Ias. I am more than happy about that. Let's see. Looks like... Oh, this might be the forest. This is Eterna Forest. Alright. So we're looking for a 19% thing here. Just gotta see it. Just gotta see it. Can we at least tick off a 1 out of 5 chance? We're gonna go a little bit overtime here. A little bit overtime. 1 out of 5 chance. 1 out of 5 chance. Binary? No, no. So we can find Wurmples in our game. We can find Silcoons. And we also can find Budews and Beautiflies and Binaries. So there's a chance we'll find a Budew or a Beautifly. And we could, yeah, there's a Budew. So far we found 3 out of the 5 things. There's a 2% chance, I want to stress that, there's a 2% chance that using this controller, we're going to find a Beautifly. I bet, knowing our luck and how this is going right now, and how hard the game's trolling us, this is going to be a Beautifly before it's a Binary. But we're gonna give about another 2 minutes. Another 2 minutes. Come on, Rusty. Lucky Corgi Scritches. Lucky Corgi Scritches. Lucky Corgi Scritches. All right. Oh, I have never been happy to be wrong more in my life than at this hour, at this moment. And bye-bye, Binary. Bam. Boonary, bam to bam. So one thing to make mention of, Turtle Club, is I believe the way the honey mechanic works is that you slather it on the trees, and then the next day, not the next time that we play, but the next day is when this works. And so I'm going to actually be checking these trees off camera to try to get our views that we need. We might have to get cheesy with it and decide that we're going to go ahead and you know, do trades or be scummy. We need a Happiny. Where do Happities come from? Well, they come from Chanseys, but do we find them in the native wild here? Trophy Garden. Okay. So we can find the stuff in the Trophy Garden. I don't know what Fort 114 is, but I do know that Lucario is Riolu. What's the BDSP Pokédex say? No. I actually need the straight up BDSP Pokédex. I know I have that in a... Alright, so no Pokédex. Alright, so what are we missing? 114 is an Unown. Okay, so we need an Unown, and we need Riolu. So where does Riolu come from? Iron Island? What? Okay. Alright, so Finian, that evolves those guys. Alright, so guys, I'm going to get to thinking. I'm going to have myself a good thought. I have a lot of good thinkings. But you all out there at Turtle Club, have yourself a good breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, have yourself a good week, right? Have yourself a good snack like this guy. This guy here, the giantest snacks of all. But whatever you do about do, Turtle Club, as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Take care, and thanks for watching, y'all.